Reader friends and book besties, hello, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Erica, aka PaperbackGirly. Today we are going to be talking about the books that I'd love to read in the month of May, and I'm so excited to share all of them, so let's go. Well, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, night, morning, whatever time it is that you're watching this video, and I hope to bring you some more positive, good, bookish energy. May is upon us. It is currently May 6th whenever I'm filming this. I have had a busy couple of first days of the month. I have my book cart all set up for the month, and if you've watched my April wrap-up, you know, or you may know, at the end of it I said that I'm planning to read nothing but bangers, nothing but great books this month. And so I wasn't gonna allow myself to be like, oh, this has been on my TBR for a minute, let me just throw it on my monthly TBR. No, this month I chose books that I knew I would pick up and have been meaning to pick up. I have already been dabbling in a couple of reads, and I've already finished 2 books this month, which is great. I'm having a good time with that, feeling very motivated to say the least. I'm currently in the beginning and middle of 2 books. So first, I'm in the middle of War. I've been reading this since the end of April. It is a big old thing, so I have been taking my time with it. I was reading this a lot in my 24-hour reading vlog, which I'm editing right now, so it'll be out shortly. But I have full hopes and plans to finish this month. It is getting crazy. Okay, it's getting crazy. War is a perfect acronym for this book. Then today, actually, because I finished the other book that I was reading, which was Heartless. I finished Heartless today. That's beautiful, love that. I started The Simple Wild, which is a book that I've been meaning to start for a very long time, but I'm already 4 or 5 chapters in and I'm liking it so far. I'm liking the pacing of the book. This is my first time reading a book by this author. This was recommended by one of you lovely subscribers. I'll pop her comment up here on the screen. I first of all appreciate so much that she recommended this book to me, but second of all, I'm actually really enjoying this book, so I'm excited to continue on reading. I have some really exciting videos coming out this month, one of those being the San Diego County book crawl that I did at the end of April. I visited 13 bookstores in one day, which was a fun, intimidating, but exciting time all in one. And I bought over 15 books. I think about 18 total books. But some of those are going to appear here today on my TBR, and the first one being Happy Place by Emily Henry. I'm a paperback girly, as you can see by the name of my channel, but I did end up picking up a hardcover while I did my little book crawl. And the reason being that it is a signed edition, which I thought was pretty cool. A couple of the last Emily Henrys that I've read haven't been my favorite, but I think it's always super fun to be able to get books, editions, and copies like collector's editions and or signed editions as someone that loves books. And so I'm excited to just like display this. It's a beautiful cover. But I heard Destiny Sybil say that it's actually kind of a sad book, so I'm very intrigued to see how I feel about that. I know I said I wasn't going to put books that weren't going to be bangers, but I told myself that I would give this book one more shot, and that is Where'd You Go Bernadette. There's a movie about it, movie adaptation that I would like to try, and someone that I know in real life read this. She also really didn't like it, which, you know, I think it's good to read books that you don't really like, because then you know why you don't like them. I don't know. We're gonna give this one a shot in the month of May. Probably not anytime soon. I think I want to read, you know, some more books that I really truly think I'll enjoy, but this is on the TBR this month. Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez is actually a new release. Now, I did realize, and I have it, I think right here, I think this is part 2 of Part of Your World. So I might also put this on my TBR. I have not dabbled in Abby Jimenez yet, but I did pick this book up during my San Diego County book crawl because it was a new release, literally just released I think last month. Oh, that's kind of annoying that it's a little bit smaller. That's okay, it doesn't matter. Anyways, so I am gonna put these 2 on my May TBR for the month. At the end of April, I read both Killjoy and A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. And so A Good Girl, Bad Blood is the second book in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. Technically the 3rd book if you count the prequel, but officially the 2nd book. I really liked A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I did have some reservations. I still gave it a 4.5 stars. It was a great read. I really liked it. I thought it was very engaging. I read it so fast. It was such a fast read. I really like Holly Jackson's writing style, so I'm very interested to continue on in the series and see kind of where it goes, because there's kind of a lot of books in the series. Legends and Lattes is a book I've been talking about for a couple months now, and I would really like to get to it, and I have absolute genuine plans to get to it this month. Probably after I read The Simple Wild, I can see myself picking up Legends and Lattes. I think that I have been doing a good job kind of switching up my reads and keeping things refreshing, keeping things light, not dabbling too much in certain genres, and sometimes I do dabble too much in certain genres and then I get a little bit of like burnout, I want to say, and so I think this will just be a good palette cleanser, something that I'm not typically used to reading, and I think I'm gonna like it. I'm hoping I'm gonna like it. This one I'm actually super excited to read because I actually just saw Allie Good from Just Allie talking about this in her recent book haul. She got her own copy of A Half-Baked Murder, and I hauled this back in February whenever I got the new release for, or the re-release for Addicted for Now. This one seems really, really interesting. This is by Emily Jord, and this is about a pastry chef who has like a cannabis bakery, and then like her aunt or something, like her older family relative, ends up being the main suspect for a murder that happens. I don't know what's gonna happen, where this is all gonna go, but I think it's just such a wacky, unique twist on a murder mystery. And last month I read Vera Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers, which is a murder mystery, kinda. Loved it, absolutely loved it. And so I think I want to keep that sort of trend, trying to dabble in that genre. And this I think will be a step in the right direction for that. I'd really like to read Stolen Heir by Sophie Lark in the month of May. This cover is gorgeous, first of all. Love that. Ooh, it says Beauty and the Beast with a mafia twist. That sounds so interesting. I'm super intrigued about that. I want to go into it really blindly. I read Brutal Prince in February, I believe, or March. I liked it. I think I rated it a 3.5 stars because it was a little bit fast-paced and not my favorite way. I really still felt compelled to continue on in the series because I felt there were some good aspects in the book. I felt like there were some good aspects in Sophie Lark's writing, and like the tropes in general, I feel like things were just a little bit different. So I think I'm very excited to try Stolen Heir, which is the second in the Brutal Birthright series, I believe. Finlay Donovan Knocks Him Dead is the second book in the Finlay Donovan is Killing It series. I don't know why it's taken me so long to get to this book. I really liked Finlay Donovan is Killing It. I read it in, I think, February time. Heard that the third book, whenever I bought the third book the other day, I heard that that one's even more crazy and wacky than the first and the second book. So it made me excited to pick up this one, and so I put it on my May TBR, and I think it'll just kind of keep me on that sort of refreshing mystery, sort of thriller, cozy mystery type vibe. Last month I started my reread of the Sea Breeze series by Abby Glines, and so this month I would like to read the second book in that series, which is Because of Low. I remember this one being so much better than the first. I honestly don't even remember reading the first one. I know I did, but I don't remember it. But I remember this one and the ones that came after. And so I'm very excited to just see what my fully developed adult brain thinks about this series. The first book was like a senior in high school, and I think these are going to be people who are in college. So I might feel a little bit more connected to them since they are older. We'll see. This is about Marcus Hardy and Willow. Marcus in the first book tried to go after the main girl of the first book, and she ends up falling in love with like a rock star or whatever, a little far-fetched. But Marcus kind of gets his heart broken by Sadie. So in this book, this is about Marcus and him finding his love. The Love Wager by Lynn Painter is a new release. I just purchased this the other day or a couple weeks ago in my birthday book haul. I'm really interested to see how I like this one. I have been kind of watching out for new releases lately, and so I haven't yet dabbled in a Lynn Painter, even though I have a couple of her books on my TBR, like my physical TBR. But I am gonna put this one on my monthly TBR this month because I want to try and see if I like Lynn Painter's writing, and maybe, just maybe, I'll continue to dabble on in her backlog. A long time coming, this one. The Retribution of Mara Dyer is the third and final book in the Mara Dyer trilogy. I have been telling myself that I was going to read this book for a very long time and finally wrap up this series. I have mentioned before in my April monthly reading vlog, or maybe my April wrap up, that I wanted to make it a point to dabble in different books and series from my youth, and this is one of them. I read this whenever I was like maybe in high school. I really liked it back in the day, and as a 25-year-old now, I'm still really liking it. It's a big book, but this book flies by. I don't know what it is about this book and the author, Michelle Hodkin. Even though she's gone MIA since her spin-off series, I really enjoy her writing style, and the angst and the chemistry between Noah Shaw and Mara Dyer. So good. So good. And then like the thriller, oh, it's just a great book. It's just a really great book. And then I might be wrong on this. Jada, Chloe, if you're watching, text me right now and let me know if I'm wrong on this. I think that I'm supposed to be reading Bad Girl Reputation with my friends this month. It could be Good Girl, Bad Complex or something like that. Bad Girl, Good Complex. Good Girl Complex. It could be that one. But if it's this one, this will be on my TBR. I have not dabbled in an Elle Kennedy since The Deal. I did not like The Deal. Very Wattpad vibes. Very wrote it as a teenager, published it as an adult, as harsh as that sounds. But this one seems really cool, and it's giving great summery vibes. I have tried to read an Addicted Calloway Sisters series book every month, one book a month, since I started reading the books, and so Thrive is the next book that I'm to read in the series. This is the fourth book in the Addicted series, but the sixth in the reading order. I just recently read Hot House Flower. I liked it a lot, not as much as I loved Kiss the Sky, but I'm interested to see what Thrive is about, dabble into that. I've been loving this series so far. This is just like one of those easy, compelling reads that you can just flip through so fast, and I've kind of experienced that with every single like book in this series. I will say though, I'm a Rose Connor stan right now. I don't know what it is about them. Kiss the Sky did it for me. So yeah, and then lastly, Daisy Haites is on my TBR this month. First of all, I think this is giving the best May vibes. The daisies and just how eclectic the colors are, everything about it. I have not read a Magnolia Parks universe book in a couple of months, and I really want to get back into this universe. So I put Daisy Haites on my TBR for the month so that I could continue on in the series. I've heard Daisy Haites is not people's favorites compared to Magnolia Parks, but I'm open-minded either way, and I would rather get my own opinion reading it versus being deterred by others' opinions. So yeah. Okay, this is not safe. Here is my very ambitious TBR for the month of May. I've been reading about 10 to 11, sometimes 12 books a month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, well I definitely went a little bit overboard. There's 14. Well, 15, 16, 17. I did want to have some to pick from. Oh no. Oh no. I am very excited for all of the videos that I have planned for this month. I have a 24-hour readathon vlog, a SD book crawl vlog where I visit 13 independent bookstores in one day. I have that haul for that vlog where I haul over 15 books. All the prizes, everything that I got, tote bags, all that. I also have some reading vlogs planned for the rest of the month, and of course my monthly reading vlog. So I hope that you plan to stick around for those videos because I'm working very hard on them still, so they'll be out very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching today's May TBR. Comment down below a couple books that you are currently reading right now, or any books that you have recommendations for, because I would actually really like to do a video where I read books that you guys recommend for me. So yeah, comment down below a couple recommendations if you have some, or books that you would like to see somebody else read and do a reading vlog about, and maybe you'll be included, or your recommendation will be included in that video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. Peace.